Good evening. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. It is September and we are in National Preparedness Month. So we are going to talk all about what happens during National Preparedness Month and a little bit of the history. So I want to start off just by sharing a little bit about the theme for this year. It is Start a Conversation, and we do agree that there's no time like now to start that conversation and start making your emergency plan. So I want to give you a little bit of history. Where did National Preparedness Month come from? After 9/11, there was a big initiative that all citizens in the country need to become prepared for emergencies. So we began doing National Preparedness Month, and throughout the years, there's been different themes, different focuses, and really walking residents through how to prepare for emergencies. So this year, we are starting the conversation. We are going to be talking about different themes each week. So we'll run through some of the themes. I'll tell you a little bit about what we have going on in Fairfax County, what some of the resources are that you can use, and then what actions you can take from there. So our first week, we are going to be focusing on individuals and families. So if you haven't seen it already, we have the Community Emergency Response Guide, and this is made for residents. It is our resident version of our emergency operations plan that we have for the county. So in this plan, it goes over what hazards are in Fairfax County, what we could potentially see, whether they are natural, man-made, or everyday emergencies, as well as how to prepare for them, respond to them, and then recover from them. So there's a lot of information. Each of the hazard pages in there does have a section that is for before, during, and after, and it also gives you some helpful definitions. So if you are not super familiar with what a watch or a warning is for those different types of weather events, all of those are defined in there as well. We do have a new online course this year called Introduction to Preparedness, and this is our first e-learning course that we have for the public. You can go on and it gives you a great overview of the Community Emergency Response Guide, how to use it, some of the features within it. We have a great template that you can use to make your family's emergency plan. We also have a kit checklist that you can use, and it does go into detail based on different needs of your family. This Sunday, we are having an expo. We are partnering with the city of Fairfax. This is the second time we're going to do this. We're going to have an event called Ready Together, and it's our Emergency Preparedness Expo. It's going to be at the Sherwood Community Center in the city of Fairfax from 12 to 4. So we're really looking forward to having residents come out. We'll have a lot of different community partners, public safety agencies. We're going to have some demos of Stop the Bleed, CPR, and lots of resources that you can use to prepare your family. We also will have emergency preparedness starter kits that you'll be able to build as you go around to the different agencies and different tables. So it'll be a really great event, and we're really excited if you'll join us. Week 2, we are going to transition from individuals and families to businesses. We have a lot of businesses in Fairfax County, and we've developed a business disaster resilience guide that outlines solutions that businesses can take to prepare for, respond to, and recover from emergencies. So what are those key elements that you need to keep going during an emergency? How do you get back to operations as quick as possible? How do you communicate with employees and customers and let them know what's going on? So all of that is outlined in our business disaster resilience guide. We also have a template that you can use to help start your business plan, and that is available on our website. We do have an introduction to business preparedness that goes along with the business disaster resilience guide. So this course really just outlines the different steps that you can take, as well as giving some examples of how you might be able to use these steps and relate them to your business. Week 3, we are going to focus on houses of worship. So houses of worship are, super important in Fairfax County. We want to make sure that all of the houses of worship are prepared. in partnership with Faith Communities in Action, the police department, the fire department, our public safety communications, and many other agencies, we were able to create a guide that is called Plan, Prepare, and Protect, a House of Worship Resilience Guide. This guide just came out last fall, actually during Preparedness Month, but it is a really great guide. It goes through a lot of information on what you can do to not only prepare the staff that works there, but also to start a security team, have the police department come in and conduct an assessment. It goes over the different classes that all the different public safety agencies offer that you can request to your house of worship. So this is going to be a great addition if you, whether you're just starting out or you want to check to see if your plan is kind of up to date and where you may have any gaps. Week 4, we're going to focus on individuals with disabilities and access and functional needs. So you'll see a lot of messaging, especially on social media and the emergency blog around what you can do and how you can tailor your emergency plan and your emergency kit to different needs. So for example, if someone is in a wheelchair, are you signed up for Community Connect, which is one of our fire department tools? If you have a disability or access and functional need, you're able to sign up for that system, and you'll be able to enter in the information about who lives in your house, if you have any pets, and then if you do have any disabilities that require some extra support during an emergency, you can enter that information in there as well. So you'll see some communication coming out about that, and we're happy to focus on that. I also did want to touch on health preparedness. So partnering with our health department in Fairfax County, we are really promoting that you want to make sure that you have your emergency contact list ready. And that should include any medical providers, anyone who is providing prescriptions for you. During the event of emergency, a lot of times we see people that have to leave their home or evacuate, due to whatever emergency is happening, but they often don't have their medication with them. But in order to be able to provide help with that, we need to know where the medication came from, who prescribed it, all of those types of things. So the more that you can do upfront, the better prepared you will be if we ever need to assist you. The other thing is putting together your emergency kit. So include essentials in your emergency kit, such as your medications, but also like a simple first aid kit could really help. So our health department has provided us with some messaging for the month as well, and they're going to be, attending some of the events that we're at too. So we really look forward to having them join us. I did want to highlight, we do have some great preparedness items for kids. We have a bunch of things available, not only on our website, but also on FEMA's website. We have our storybook, One Cat 5 and Super Stormy Night, which is for our younger elementary school kids. We have the Kids Surg, which is made for kids who are in 4th to 6th grade. And then our Youth Surg, our Youth Community Emergency Response Guide, is for a little bit older kids, some of those kids who may be going to their merit badge. So it's catered a little bit more towards the older crowd. And then FEMA has a great book that they partnered with the Red Cross for called Prepare with Pedro. They have several different ones out there now. They have one that's focused on hurricanes, one that is focused on extreme heat. So there's a lot of different material that you can use to educate the little ones at home. So during September, I also want to point out that September 25th is CSAY Day, and that is if you see something, say something. There is, no harm in reporting something that you think that looks suspicious. Our local fire department and police department come out and check out situations all the time. So if something doesn't feel right, then make sure that you report that to the local department. Making sure that you're kind of vigilant, recognize the signs of suspicious activity or anything terrorism related. So what could be suspicious behavior. I know that most people have traveled. If you're in the airport, you might hear 200 times in the time that you're waiting for your flight. Don't leave any bags unattended. If you see any bags unattended, please report them. Don't watch someone's bag for them. Don't carry someone else's bag for them. These are all things that could, be suspicious behavior. So you want to make sure that you speak up and report those incidents. These are some other examples of suspicious activity. So if someone is coming around and excessively photographing anything, if they are constantly watching or doing some type of their own surveillance, or even, showing a little bit too much curiosity for, a particular subject, it might seem a little bit suspicious to you. So you want to make sure that you do report that and get the person help if they need help, or prevent an emergency that could happen. So a couple of different things that you may want to look for if someone has purchased or is collecting a large amount of weapons, if they have material that seems to be a little bit out of place that you don't recognize that they've had before, if they're having spray paint or any other material that may look suspicious, make sure you report it, and that way we can get the help that they need. So how do you report suspicious activity? Our non-emergency number in the county is 703-691-2131. You can also report suspicious activity to Virginia State Police, and the number is up on the screen right now. And you want to make sure that you know what you're reporting. So who did you see? What did you see? When did you see it? Where did it occur? And why is it suspicious? You can also report these things anonymously online. So just always keep that in mind. You may not always have to call, but you can report it online. So just as a great reminder, we will be posting a lot to social media this month. You can find us on X, Facebook, and Instagram. We also have an emergency blog that every Tuesday we have Prep Tip Tuesday. So make sure that you sign up for the emergency blog so you can get all of that information. When there is, bad weather or there's events coming up in the county, a lot of that information is posted to the emergency blog. So you can sign up to get notifications so that when that emergency blog is posted, it will send you an email and you'll be able to see that information super timely. You can also follow Fairfax County's social media at Fairfax County, and they post a lot of great information in support of emergency management as well. So we do collaborate and coordinate a lot on all of that. So what is next? October is Fire Prevention Month or Fire Prevention Week in October. So we are going to have the fire department and the Community Emergency Response Team, or better known as CERT, on with us next month. And they'll review what the themes are for Fire Prevention Week, and then also what CERT is and how you join. And if you have any questions or you would like to request a presentation or a workshop, we do offer in-person presentations, not only for individuals and families, but if you have any community groups or HOAs, we do have a 5-step neighborhood guide that goes along with our community emergency response guide. So we do come out and do workshops for communities who are looking to put together a plan for their neighborhood. We also offer workshops for businesses and houses of worship. That's all I have for you guys tonight. But if you have any questions or you want to reach out to us, please feel free to send us an email or give us a call, and we'd be happy to assist you. Happy National Preparedness Month, and we'll see you next month. Bye.